do-rag wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone out there, the joyous Earth date of Y2K 20.11.12, 70 days to the inauguration. And this is the Pessimist's tale. Music in the background today is courtesy of Jerry Goldsmith, The Last Castle. As of next September 11th, it will be 9 years old because it was released around that time, and he dedicated this score to the lost of that tragic day. I want to thank everybody who stuck by me these 4 terrible years that I hope we never forget. I am so relieved that this nightmare is maybe coming to an end, and I hope to continue a celebration with you throughout the remaining 70 days to the inauguration of Joe Biden. However, again, I was so happy and relieved when I got the news that Trump went down. I was gratified that Joe Biden won, but even more importantly, that he chose Kamala Harris to be his running mate, Kamala for president. Down the line. Uh-oh. Here I go again. And I am extremely sorry about this, about what I'm going to tell you now. Sorry about raining on a parade or stepping into fresh-laid dog crap on a sunny, breezy afternoon. I am a pessimist. I feel that I have to watch out, not trust anyone, and prepare for the worst. Yes, I'm gratified that Biden won. Imagine if that fiend Trump was given another term. This was an autocrat, a racist, a turd of monumental proportions. We were this close to losing our country, friends, because 71 million plus people voted for more of the same. That's a lot of the country, ladies and gentlemen. And I was not surprised. Throughout this 4-year run of these broadcasts, I have reminded everyone that 35 to 40% of registered voters who fanatically support Trump in whole numbers are between 65 and 75 million people. I know I was a little off by my numbers, but close enough. They say that record numbers of people voted. And personally, I will not feel secure until I see finally and at last the number 80 million after the Biden total. 80 million people in the popular vote, over 300 in the Electoral College. It was a decisive victory, but not a landslide like we all wanted. Why wasn't this election a landslide? Why do so many people in our country support autocracy, religious extremism, racist hatred, and environmental pollution? Why would anyone support taking immigrant children from their parents at our southern border and locking them in cages and damaging them for life? Why would people shoot themselves in the foot supporting people so that they don't get any health care? Because the people they support want to take away all the health care. Why would anyone accept the gross, unprofessional behavior of the president and his associates and not the unprofessional behavior of everyone else? See if you, the normal everyday professional worker, see if you can get away with crap like this monster we had. Imagine a doctor coming in to do major surgery on your ass and telling you that he could grab women by the genitals. Imagine your kid's teacher saying that School safety agents should slam unruly students' heads against a wall before they take them into the principal's office. Imagine a major CEO of a company saying he won't leave if he's fired. Yes, over 71 million citizens, registered voters of our country, agree with everything the Trump sociopath says and does. And this is one of the reasons why he claims he's going to run in 2024. Y2K 24. There's enough people out there that support him. And just in case, in 2024, people over on our side go to sleep again, he's back in again. Just like Grover Cleveland did before him. Skipped a term, came back in. If you don't think he could come back again, then you didn't learn anything from this time. You're lucky I'm a pessimist. Never pay attention to what the pundits say that a mere 35% support your malicious opponent, as if that is nothing. Demand that he or she use whole numbers instead. The pundits, the experts, and those on our side owe us the truth and nothing but the truth. I can't believe that I am staring down the end of the Trump era 70 days from now. We have won a major battle in the war for our country, because the war is far from over. Please, please get ready and don't be complacent. Number one, as noted, 71 million plus voters went for Trump, and they are not, I guarantee it, not going away. Just the idea that those at the top, the so-called professionals, are trying to block the Biden transition, not even recognizing it or setting an example for these 71 million people who want to believe that there are nice Nazis on the other side. And we're going to have to find a way to rebuild that Republican Party again so it's not overrun by these cockroaches. Two, there is an extremely vital runoff Senate coming in Georgia, as we all should know. The two Democrats must win. There are two Democrats in a runoff against two Trumpists. They must win because Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham won theirs. How did that happen? And if they're in charge, President Biden will not be able to advance his agenda except through executive actions, executive orders. There'll be paralysis again. This Senate run in Georgia, if it doesn't go the Democratic way, say goodbye maybe to abortion rights because we won't be able to reform the Supreme Court, say farewell to environmental rights, say goodbye to everything that we're trying to build here in the wake of the destruction that this bastard left us with. We can't get rid of Mitch unless he suddenly dies. But if we support the Georgia Democratic Senate, those two candidates, with our generous donations, we have a chance of taking a slim margin, but still control of the United States Senate. I promise to let you all know when I make my pledged donations. Also, Democrats lost seats in the House, and they did not do so well with state legislatures. Understand, if the Democrats, once again, do not control the Senate, they will not be able to reform the Supreme Court, expand health care, I'm repeating this, and fulfill the positive agenda that they promised. I would repeat it over and over again. These problems are warnings of the future, with Trump considering another run in 2024. And to make matters even worse, Number 3, there is trouble brewing in the tepid Democratic Party. I say the word tepid because ultimately the Democratic Party does not know its identity, does not know its ideology, its political direction. I am sick and tired, ladies and gentlemen, aren't you, of having one political party that is fanatically rightist and insane, and an opposing party that is what? Liberal? Or tepid? In the past few months since Mr. Biden won the nomination, he is distancing himself from banning fracking, a poisonous blot on our planet, and distancing himself from a Green New Deal, instead of embracing at least a road for Medicare for all. He prefers to stay within the strict bounds of moderate mediocrity, which, by the way, is not a blot on his character, on Biden's character. I have more to say about the fact that ignorance abounds in our country about socialism, and the fact that we have more of it than people think. More importantly, I also heard that some of the moderate wing in the Democratic Party is blaming the progressive wing for the losses in the House and the disappointing showing in the run for the Senate. Remember that Georgia fight is far from over yet. The worst thing to happen to the Democratic Party right now is to split, to fight amongst themselves. This is one reason I always say that human beings are at their best when they are making each other as miserable as possible. We never learn from past mistakes. We forget that our totalitarian enemies are monomaniacal in the quest to make our country their own, with Trump sitting atop the shit pile. We all won a major battle in this last crucial presidential election. But the war is not won. If the Democratic Party is divided and satisfied with tepidness, we are going to lose the decisive battle down the road. Once the Democratic Party has a united, strong, consistent message, they will win all the time. Just remember, the Democratic Party used to be the party that supported lynching. It was the GOP that outlawed slavery. The Democratic Party has obviously evolved, and the GOP has devolved. But the former still has miles to go before they and us can sleep. And lest we forget, there is still a president with 70 days left to wreak havoc. There is still a president and most of his party, once again, who have still refused to concede defeat. And there is still a virus out of control in the promised cold weather phase of destruction, infecting millions and killing hundreds of thousands more. Sorry, but in this pessimist tale, there is still no time to rest.